Alright, well hi everybody. We're going to go ahead and start this tutorial. You can see in front of you is a Buy Now button. It's a glossy image that I sell on a lot of the microstock sites, and it has a dollar sign, a little glowing element here on the left hand side that says Buy Now, and it looks shiny and glossy and pretty, and people really like that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and start on explaining how this is done. So I'll zoom in to this area here, which is the green glowing orb part with the dollar sign, and I'm going to go ahead and start by explaining how I create that portion of the button. So what I do is I go over to the circle tool and I click on that. Then I hold down the Alt key on a PC or the Option key on a Mac, and also I hold down the Shift key and I click and I drag, and you can see that it's already starting to create the preview of the circle shape. Then you want to go ahead and set up your gradient similar to how I have it set here. I'm just going to click on the eyedropper tool and I'm going to select the color that I used here. So for those of you unfamiliar with gradients, later on I can do a tutorial showing basics on how to create a gradient, but this is so far the first step in how I start. The next thing I do is, you can see on the Buy Now button it has several layers. It has the silver, the black, and then the silver again. So what I do is I click on the direct select tool, I do an edit, copy, then an edit, paste in front. You could also do Command or Control C, then Command or Control F. I'm on a PC right now, so I'll just keep referring to PC terms. So I do a Control C and then a Control F. The next thing I do is I click on the Transform tool, and that'll create that'll reveal the handlebars. I hold down the Alt and the Shift, and I slightly bring it down just a little bit to show the shiny border, and then I'm going to turn this second shape that we just made from that chrome effect to black by just clicking on the swatches palette. I can drag that over here real quickly. Click on the swatches palette, and there's default colors that are in there, and you can just click on the first black square swatch you see. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to repeat the copy and paste in front that you did before, which was edit, copy, edit, paste in front. Then you're going to select the transform tool again, scale it down just a little bit. You can use the eyedropper tool and click again on the chrome color, and that'll make the second circle shape that you want for the chrome. So we're going to again do edit, copy, edit, paste in front, do the transform again, and this is going to make the next shape, which is the first segment of green on the glowing orb button. So you can see that this is really starting to show you how we're just basically making a circle on top of a circle on top of a circle. We're going to make the green border of the glow button next, which is the shiny part. We'll go ahead and we'll take the eyedropper tool and just select that color for now. Then we're going to do edit, copy, paste in front again. we're going to use the transform tool. And we're going to scale it down just a little bit. And that's going to give us the next shape, which is going to be the white border. So we go ahead and we click on the swatch for white. And now to make the border, we want to just go ahead and just keep making circles on top of circles. So this, now that we've made the white, we do edit, copy, edit, paste in front. Select the transform. Yeah, a lot of this portion is really repetitive, but it's important to follow the steps so you create the effect. I'm going to zoom back to fit in window. I'm going to select the eyedropper tool. I'm going to zoom back in, and you can see now we have the first and second layers of the chrome. We have the black edge, and we have the first parts of the glowing green on the outer rim. We have the white, and now we have the green glowing center part. Okay, this is the part where you make this sort of effect. And let me just temporarily remove this dollar sign. Let me ungroup. So you can see the dollar sign, the glow button is actually made up of just two simple shapes. It's made up of this sort of half of an ellipse and then the entire circle. And that's all it is. And the glow effect happens because we're showing two different types of gradient that are very close in color, and that's why it sort of looks like it's glowing and has two different levels to it. So for us to do that, what we do is we select the green center, we do a copy paste in front, then I move it over sort of to a similar position where it is on top, so I move the circle up a little bit over to the right, and then I hold down the shift key and I click on both circles that I've just created, and we open up the Pathfinder, which is under Window, Pathfinder. So this is what the palette looks like. We make sure we select once again both of the elements, and we click this button here, which is called Pathfinder Divide, and it's now broken the two shapes up into three shapes, and we really don't need this shape here, so I'm going to click on the Open Select tool, click on it one time, and I'm going to hit the backspace or delete, and that's going to leave us with two shapes. One of them is it's going to be the shape below and the shape above to create the one glowing button. We want to modify the positioning of the gradient by clicking on the gradient tool, and we just sort of eyeball it. I'll click about where the black border is and drag out, and that'll give just a little hint. I kind of want to adjust it a little bit, so I'm going to move this bar up to get it close to being what the one is here. Then click back on the direct select tool or the open select, click on that, then I'm going to click back on the gradient again, and I'm going to click and drag to make it just about where the other one would be. That's not quite right. Let me move it just a little bit further up. Okay, that's pretty close. So you can see now we have a finished glow for the finished green glow button for the larger glossy black button. Now that that's done, we're going to select all of it and we're going to group it. We're going to go to Object and Group, or you could hit Control G, and that just makes it now so that we're finished